If you're a man and all you do is to hit your wife every day, every night, weekly basis, monthly basis, then you are not getting it right. In fact, women should be handled with softness. They should be handled with tenderness. Now, God bless us with women for us to take good care of them. And when you don't do that, it results to so many things. Now, a beaten husband is a bad one. When you beat your wife so much in your relationship or your marriage or your companionship, it can lead to divorce. Now, why will you be hitting your wife whenever there is an argument, whenever there is a disagreement, whenever there is a dispute? This is because you found the habit of always hitting her. This is because you don't know how to control your emotions, your anger, whenever you are with her, whenever you're having all sort of argument with her or disagreement with her. Now, if you are a husband, you are bent on hitting your wife all the time. I'm going to tag you as a dog, or I'll tag you as a coward, because real men don't beat their wives. Read my lips. Real men don't beat their wives. If you're having some kind of issues with your wife and you don't know what to do, kindly leave the home. Go to a safer place where you feel relaxed, where you can think straight, where you know that you are not going to be able to hurt your wife. Stay there for some time, then come back home, then sort issues with her out. If you're a man, you are bent on hitting your wife. Every little issue, you bring out your bite, you hit your wife like a dog. Now, let me tell you this. Your wife is not an animal. Your wife is a blessing to you. Your wife are the mother of your children. Your wife should be your best friend. She should be your laughing mate. She should be the only one, when you remember about her, you feel so happy. Listen to me. If you are bent on hitting your wife all the time, she can easily poison you because you always eat her food. This is one thing men don't know. Now, when you are addicted in eating her food, and you are also addicted in beating her all the time. Now, when she is tired of all this mess, when she is tired of all these assaults and the harassment at home, if she has the mind, she can poison you to death. Every woman deserves happiness. Every woman deserves to be loved. Every woman deserves to be cherished, adored. Now, please, if you are aspiring to be a husband someday, I'll advise you to make your wife your best friend. I'll advise you to disease from hitting your wife. I'll advise you to always make sure that you have the same mindset with your wife. I have said this time without number that as long as marriage is concerned, there will be disagreements, there will be challenges. Problems will rise, there will be ups and downs. And when all these things comes, it is left for you as the man of the house to use your number 6 to know how to initiate a solution towards these problems. Now, when you're having a problem with your wife, some of you think that the best way to sort it out is to slap, hit, panabit, and assault your wife. And I'm telling you right now on this channel that you don't have the right or whatsoever to hit your wife. You don't have any legal right. Don't tell me because you are married to her. Don't tell me because you paid her bride price. That's the reason why you have the right to hit her. That's a big lie. Take it to any length you want to take it to. I promise you, you are making a mistake, a big mistake. Now, for the wives, I want to advise you on a serious note. Please, if you are into any marriage that is making you to be unhappy, leave. If you are into any marriage that your husband is always assaulting you, he's always beating you, he's always flogging you with his belt, leave that marriage. You deserve to be happy. You don't need to be crying and soaking your pillow with tears all night because of him. See, God brought you out of this world for a purpose. You are not here to die in the hand of a man. You are here to be productive for yourself and not for another. That man that is making you to be crying, that is always making you to be having nightmares, does not deserve you. In fact, you don't need to be around him. Truth be told, men who form the habit of hitting their wives are dogs. That's the truth. No two ways about it. If you can be hitting your wife in the house, then when you see an outsider assaulting your wife in the public, what will be your reaction as the husband of the woman? What will be your reaction? Will you go ahead to support the outsider assaulting your wife publicly? Or will you go ahead to defend your wife? Which part will you play? Which role will you play in that scene? Please, man, enough is enough. It is high time you sit down and have a rethink. It is high time we put our homes in order. It is high time you see your wives as your best friend, your advisor, your love, the mother of your children, the one who gives you joy and happiness. See, if at all the problem is from your wife, if at all she's making you to go crazy in that marriage, if at all she is not doing her duties as the wife of the family, then it is your duty as the man of the house to let her know that you are the man of the house. Then what you should do is to sit her down, talk to her, put some senses in her brain, correct her on some certain things that she needs to be corrected. Please don't hit her. Do not hit her. You're not a panibita, and she's not a vehicle. So stop panibiting your wife. Husbands, please stop beating your wives. I am totally against men who form the habit of beating their wives. It is not the right approach in marriages. Now, let me go over to those in relationships those that are getting aspire to be in marriage someday, or would I say potential couples, let me give you a tips. Before you go into that marriage, know your weaknesses, know your potentials, know who you are getting married to, know what he or she is capable of doing. Every move he or she makes, make sure you can read a meaning to that. Now, to the aspiring wives or the potential wives to be, if you don't understand your husband's behavior or your husband to be's behavior, then you still have time to study him properly. I know that marriage is like a parcel. Whatever you buy, you take. Whatever you see in marriage, you take. But that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Wherever that words are coming from, I'm against it. This is what people use to deceive themselves. Marriage is like whatever you see, you take. That whenever I see myself in a mess that I can't handle, in a mess that is beyond me, I should still stick into such mess, all in the name of marriage. No. I'm giving you this advice. The young ones, especially the ladies that want to get married to their guys. There are signs you see before getting married that man is not your husband. A guy that beats you a whole lot in a relationship cannot be your husband. A guy that when he beats you so much in a relationship can never be your husband. Take it to any length you want. He can never be your husband. See, marriage is something that lasts for a lifetime. Marriage is something that we should indulge in. Marriage is good. Marriage is everything. In fact, marriage is sweet. If your boyfriend or your husband to be in the future has these characteristics of always forming the habit of beating you while you are staying in that relationship, flee, because he is not the right man and he will never be. See, it takes, in fact, an adult, any lifestyle in an adult can never be changed. It can only take the grace of God for that lifestyle in him or her to be corrected. And for how long will it take him to change? Will you keep being in a mess with him? Will you keep being assaulted always in that relationship? For how long will it last? For how long do you intend to stay in such a mess? Do you want your life to be ruined? Do you want your body to be disfigured? Or do you want to learn your lesson when eventually he has blinded you? Ladies, I know some of you are desperate to get married, but desperation is not always the way out. Patience, confidence is just everything you need. When you are patient, the right man will come. When you are confident in yourself, then you also be confident in the person that you feel you love. Then it will work out. Love, trust, faith makes everything works out. My advice for you today is any relationship or marriage that is making you to cry all through the night, that is making you to soak your pillow with your tears, that is making your eyes to swell up each time you cry. Please run away from that relationship or that marriage before it takes away your life. Thank you for watching my video. I still remain your number one motivational speaker, your marriage and relationship therapist, Emmanuel, on Everyday with Sensor. I want to thank you for watching my video. Please do not forget to like, share, comment on my comment section, and most especially, subscribe to my channel.